my number one. You my only girl, my wife. Yeah, let's go. Masculine be number one, oh, masculine be number one. Yeah, she my number one, oh, masculine be number one.
Oh, so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl Dumebi, Leah, up on your screen. And if this is your first time stumbling on my channel and seeing this gorgeous melanin princess on your screen, you're welcome. I do hope you decide to join the big happy family by hitting the subscribe button right below this video, just right there, and then the notification bell you click on all, and then that way YouTube will let you know whenever I drop new videos, which is always twice every week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. But recently I have not been able to meet up with that schedule because there's just been a lot going on, which is what we're going to be chatting about in this video. So before that, I just want you guys to gas me up, like am I looking like some Toni Braxton or some Halle Berry or some Kelly Rowlands, like because of my hair? I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to be getting ready, doing my hair and my makeup, and we're just going to be chatting about stuff, talking about, you know, life after the lockdown has been lifted in Lagos, Nigeria, and how I'm adjusting, mental health. We're going to be talking about a bit about Nigerian Igbo tradition when it comes to funerals and stuff like that, and how I've just been coping all around. I hope you guys enjoy this video. So without much ado, let's just get right into it. Keep watching, guys. No, you got way bigger issues. Living your life like you're single. Slow down, only with a ginger the whole time. Hi guys, so before we get into the tutorial, for the tutorial not to be too long, I'm just going to do my brows first of all. Then after doing my brows, I'll be right back so that we can get into the chit chat and the makeup. Okay, I'm going to be using the Mabrook pencil to do my brows as usual. So guys, my brows are done. I cleaned them up using Early Girl concealer in Fawn for below the brows, and then Beyond Beauty in the shade Mahogany for the top. So I'm going to be using my I'm going to be using my Benai Clown White right now to prime my eyes. I'm going to do like neon pigments. It's been a while I used that for a look. Just taking this with a eyeshadow blending brush to prime my eyes. So guys, how are you enjoying the year 2020? The year 2020 so far. This is today is the 2nd of July. Finally, we are in July. Finally, we have entered the second half of this year. And I don't know, not like I'm not grateful for life or anything, but I'm just not excited. I don't know what there is to be excited about, sincerely. Like, for you guys, how has it been? Everybody was excited coming into this year, but what we are seeing, like, the year just switched on us. And we are seeing a totally different thing from what we expected, but still we have to be grateful for life. Because one thing that I realized recently is, no matter how bad you think things are for you, there's someone out there who has a worse deal dealt to them. Like, you think your situation is bad until you see people that you're better than. I think so. Because of that, you need to be grateful for whatever position you are. The fact that you can even afford to buy data to watch this video right now, it means we are balling. It means like things are not that bad. So I think we should just focus more on things that we have to be grateful for. That's what I've been doing recently. It's been such a long time since I used this palette. This is the Morphe 35T palette. So I'm just going to be going, like, it's all neutrals. That's why I haven't used it in a while, because I've been trying to play with some color. I'll take this shade. I don't know if I've said this before, but I'm back in Lagos. For those of you who are not aware, I had to run away on exile from Lagos to Ijebu-Ode in Ogun State for like a period of 2 months. I went to stay with family because Lagos for me was becoming a very traumatic place to be in. You know, apart from a lot of the incidences of the pandemic occurring here in Lagos, Nigeria, they have the highest cases. Apart from that, we're also having security crisis with a series of robberies that were going on. So I really didn't feel safe. So I had to take my younger siblings and we left Lagos for a while. I had no idea I was going to be gone for as long as 2 months, but it turned out that when I got there, I was just getting fresh and my mind was at rest and I was just balling. I just decided I might as well just stay. I refused to come back to Lagos. So we were there, but we came back as of I think 2nd week of June was when we got back Today is 2nd of July, so we've been back for maybe like 2 weeks now, and you guys, entering into Lagos, it was so different. The atmosphere. Lagos is a difficult place to live in. Everything is difficult. Transportation, the overcrowding. There's just a lot of things. Like, there was this peace that I felt when I was not in Lagos. If not for the line of work that I do, and for the fact that I like the jaye lifestyle, like all the entertainment happens in Lagos, all the fun things happen in Lagos. If not for that, I probably won't be based in Lagos. But at the end of the day, we are Lagosians. Las gidi. Eko ni baje. I'm going to be using this shade in the outer crease and outer corner of my eyes. I'm going to be taking a clean blending brush to blend out the edges of this contour shade, thinking that with the pandemic and everything, people will keep their movements to a minimal and stuff, but I was so wrong. Getting to Lagos, the traffics are still as bad, the crowds are still as bad. In fact, I'd even say nothing even got easier here, because you know, transportation has doubled in price, guys. It is ridiculous, because I don't have a car yet. I think our saving grace is even Uber, but a few times that I've taken the public transportation, you find yourself paying twice the amount that you're supposed to pay usually, and it's crazy. The fact that the regular transportation system, the buses can't carry the usual number of people they usually carry, because I think they take like 4 people on a seat normally, but now they take about 2 people on a seat. And sometimes they carry maybe 3 people on a seat, but you're still paying double of the amount you usually pay. So it's quite frustrating, especially because a lot of people have lost their jobs this period. Some have actually gotten salary cuts. So if the source of income has reduced, how are they supposed to meet up with these bills? Down to every single thing. Even when you go to the market to buy food stuff, you know, you find out that the prices have increased, and when you ask them what happened, they say, you know, no say Koro Day Town. Like, it's so bad. I feel like people are using this opportunity to extort people, and it's really not fair. I really feel for a lot of people that don't have any source of income. I thank God for YouTube, because that's my sole source of income right now, because I've not been getting makeup jobs, and it's understandable given the situation of things. You know, people are not partying, and you know, makeup is basically a business of convenience. The person we don't chop belle food go call makeup artist, go do makeup, and if there are no parties, so really nobody's going to call us. And so all the makeup artists out there, I'm sorry. I hope somehow you are making ends meet and you can still afford to put food on your table, because not just makeup artists, anybody that their line of work is affected by the pandemic, I hope you guys are finding another way to get by. Just hang in there. I'm going to be using this Bella blush from Juvia's Place. I just want to put it right above that purple, just a little bit, because it's really pigmented. I'm using the same brush. You guys see, I told you it's pigmented. Can you see? Guys, in case you notice some inconsistency in my lighting, please bear with me, because I'm trying out a new setup in my room. I'm actually filming on my bed right now, so as the sun is actually filtering in, the sun is going up and coming down, and it may be affecting the lighting. Please bear with me. Just focus on this pretty face and ignore whatever is going on here. So for my eyelid, I'm going to be using this neon pigment. This is a very green color. So guys, in Lagos, people are not observing social distancing per se. Actually, let me just say they're observing it to an extent. Like the other day, I went to Domino's Pizza to get some pizza, and they were very conscious of the amount of people they let in at a time, and then they make sure that they test your temperature with that temperature thing that they point to your head. Even when I went to have my Wi-Fi rectified at the SpectraNet office, it was the same thing. So when you come in, they will give you like the hand sanitizer, they will test your temperature, and then they will tell you to stand like distance apart from each other. So to an extent, even when I went to the bank, it was the same thing. They don't just let you directly into the banking hall. You will see outside and you collect like number tags, and then they'll be letting you in like in groups of 5 or so. So I have to give Lagos people, Nigerians generally, kudos for trying in that aspect. But when it comes to, apart from these establishments, the regular people on the road or in the market or any other place, they don't care. Everybody's bumping into everybody. Some people are not even leaving their house with face masks. Some, I don't know why they don't want to buy face masks. You see them tying their face with their handkerchief and stuff like that, which I think is really funny. Because if you know how serious this pandemic is, I don't think you'd risk going out of your house without a face mask. If you're watching this video and you're doubting if it's real, I don't know if you're waiting for God to come down from heaven to tell you that it's real, but what I'm going to tell you is you better not risk it. Even if you're not seeing any visible proof, or you don't know anybody that has had it, don't allow your case to be used to give other people example. Just observe all the precautions. Make sure you use your face mask. Make sure you stay away from anybody that is showing any signs of being sick. Make sure you use your hand sanitizers. Make sure you wash your hands as often as you can. and hopefully there's going to be a cure. Because left for me, I don't think, I'm sorry, I have faith in my country, Nigeria, but I don't think we have what it takes to really kick this thing out. I think we may have to just wait for there to be a cure or a vaccine or something of the sort. And let's all be careful. The fact that the federal government or the state government is allowing us move about and allowing interstate travel now and all that does not mean that there is no more koro in town. It is still very much happening, guys. Please, let's all take precautions. I'll take this shade right here just to highlight the top of the below my brows a bit. You guys are aware that I lost my dad in March. If you're not aware, there's a video that I talked about it and I explained how it happened and all that. So if you have not watched that video, I'm just going to link it up there. Please go and check it out. We are finally making arrangements for his funeral, and because of the situation in the world right now and all the rules that we need to adhere to pertaining public events and stuff like that, you know, we have to tweak things a little. Guys, a lot goes into planning a funeral, especially in this part of the world. Like, Africans don't just put someone in the ground and say goodbye. It's a whole ceremony. We are talking of days upon days of events that have to take place when we are saying goodbye to a loved one. I'm going to even be telling you guys a bit about the way it is done in my culture. I'm of the Igbo tribe in Nigeria, and the way we do it, it's a whole fanfare. And I'm just going to be telling you guys a bit of like my own culture, like my town, because this burial or funeral rites actually vary with different tribes, different towns, different states. Is different. How many of you guys know the way these things are done traditionally, like where you're from? Do you know how your people do things? Do you know your tradition? Do you know your culture? Because I know a lot of people in our generation really don't know these things. Some of us don't even go home safe. So I think I'm better than some of you in terms of this, because I know some of these things. I'm going to be using the Blossom Cosmetics gel liner. This is a 2-in-1 gel liner. There's the blue and there's the black. So I wanted to do black, but because I want to just go out of the box today, I'm going to be using the blue liner to line my eyes. I'm done lining my eyes with the blue eyeliner, and I'm really loving the contrast. So I'm going to be applying this lashes. This is from Miss Metis in the style Bailey. So you guys, like, I feel like this look is really popping. So I'm going to be using the Hydrate moisturizer stroke primer. This one, I'll be using it to moisturize and prime my face. So guys, I said I was going to tell you guys, like, so far some of my tradition, my townspeople's tradition for funerals. So usually we do our funerals for 3 days. I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but for someone like my dad, who is a father, a grandfather, his funeral is supposed to be for 3 days. Like, there are different events that happen for the 3 days. It's been a while that I used this. I'm going to use this. This is a liquid illuminator from Sane Cosmetics. I just want to give myself some glow. Sane, S-A-Y-N-E. Guys, I'm going to be using the Blossom Cosmetics Mirror Foundation. I really love this foundation on me, and I'm using it with a stippling brush. This is a stippling brush also from Beyond Beauty Cosmetics. This is from their 32 pieces brush set. So as I was saying, Thursday is usually like they come to the house in the evening. The priest comes with some of the church people, the choir, some of the village people will show up, the family of the bereaved. It happens in the house of the family of the bereaved. They say the mass, you know, and then maybe the DJ may play all night, may play music, or maybe into the night, maybe not all night. And then some of the people may just stay with the family overnight, just in the compound, like they have canopies outside and all. So that's usually what happens on Thursday. Then on Friday is the burial itself, the interment. It usually starts from the actual mass starts from maybe 11 or 12. So what happens before that 11 or 12 is that they go into the mortuary to get the body of the person, of the late person that is supposed to be buried. There's a list for everything in the East. There's a list they give you when you want to get married. There's a list they give you when you have to do a funeral. Like, there's a list for everything. So you have to make sure that you meet up with all the requirements and all that. Because of the pandemic, I don't know if we're going to be doing any church thing, we may just do like a small gathering and have the mass in our family house over there in the village. So guys, once we're done at the church, or maybe if we have the mass in the family house, after that we'll now do the actual interment, and then we can now host the visitors, like refreshments and stuff like that. In Igbo land generally we have different categories of people. For instance, we have the umuna are your general extended family, people that share the same ancestry with you. Maybe like people have the same great grandfather, so there's a lot of them, not just your father's direct siblings. It actually extends beyond that. So we have our umuna, and they have their own different roles to play. Even during a wedding, during a funeral, during everything, they have their roles to play, and you also have what you're supposed to do for them officially, like your traditional requirements. We also have the umwada. The umwada are the daughters born into the family or born into the town as a whole. So they also have their own roles to play, and you also have what you're supposed to give them as their rights traditionally. We have the umwakpu, we have the ndi bene. Ndi bene are like people that are from your mother's place. Like for the people from my mom's place, which is Delta State, are my ibene. So they are definitely going to come. There are some things that are required of them, and there are also some things that are required of us to also give them traditionally. So we have that. Then we have, like in the case of my dad now, his own ibene, like people from his mom's place too are expected to come. There are some things we are also expected to do for them, and there's some things they're expected to do for us. We also have the in-laws too. The in-laws too also have their roles to play. Like any family that married a woman from that house that is mourning at that moment. Yeah, see, in Igbo, you don't just marry a girl and take her away and that's all. No. When you marry a girl, even in 10 years, 20 years, as long as that girl is still alive, even when she's late, even when you marry the daughter and the daughter is late, when there's anything happening in that family, you're obligated to come, and you're obligated to come with your people, and then you're obligated to fulfill some specific traditional rites. Guys, for concealer, I'm going to be using 2 concealers because this concealer usually doesn't give me that bright under eye effect. This is the Juvia's Place number 7, and this one is the NARS concealer. The shade name has cleaned off. I'll be using the both of them. So the second day is the actual interment, and then you entertain the guests, and then the third day is the day where we call it mbalu. I think that's the day where you accept visits from your in-laws and from the ndi benne, people that are from the mother's place. So for every in-law, every man that married a woman from that family that's bereaved is going to come with his people. You're going to come with traditional singers that come with their drums, that dance. You're going to come with Ankara, different 60 yards of Ankara, and then when you come, you're going to come with your people in an entire bus. You're going to come with drinks. This part is so sweet. Then when you come, the woman that you're married to is going to just like wait for you guys at the gate or at the entrance of the house. And when you guys come, she's going to dance in with you guys with your music. So if you want, you can come with a masquerade. Then you are also supposed to come with either a goat or a cow. That's if you're an in-law. So if you come with a goat, when you get to the canopy where her umunna are seated and her family, you're going to hand them the goat, or you can give them the rope, which is a symbol of the cow or the goat. You hand them the rope. Maybe the goat or cow is tied somewhere outside. So when you hand it over to them, if you hand them a cow, they will hand you, the in-laws, a goat. If you hand them a goat, they will hand you a chicken in return. Like when I found out about this tradition, it was just funny. And then when you guys are dancing to the canopy with her family members, usually the men of the family are seated there receiving the visitors. So when you guys dance over there, you guys are going to spray your bride. You will spray all the money. You guys are going to dance. It's usually a thing of pride for the woman, I think it's actually a very nice culture. You guys, like, Igbo tradition is wow. I don't know about other cultures, but our tradition is strong. So if you're going to marry an Igbo person, or if you're an Igbo person that doesn't know much about the culture, I hope this video is kind of like letting you guys know what it's like. It may not be exactly the same depending on wherever you are from as an Igbo person, but this is basically like a blueprint of what it's like. To set my highlight, I'm going to be going in with the Blossom Cosmetics high definition powder in the shade Nutmeg. This is the very brown shade of setting powder that I've just been crazy about. So let me just do that and I'll be right back. So for the rest of my face, I'll be using the Glams powder. So guys, as I was saying, so after the Mbalu, the next day is just going to be, which will be a Sunday, will be a Thanksgiving in church, and that's pretty much it. And then usually when you return to Lagos or wherever you are, if you're not based in the east there, you probably do another Thanksgiving when you get back there. So it's basically a 3 to 4 days event. There's some places that do it for 1 day, some do it for 2 days, some do it for a whole week. Like, it varies. So for me, I think like some of these things are a bit too much, but it's tradition and sometimes you just have to do it. I'll be contouring my face with this powder from Beyond Beauty, and this is in the shade BB06. Can you guys see how rich this shade is? So yeah, I forgot to mention, as a single or married girl who lost her dad, tradition demands I'm supposed to cut my hair. I'm supposed to cut my hair. So actually I was supposed to do that for my mom's when we lost my mom also, but we didn't do it. So I don't think the tradition is enforced as much as it used to be before, so I may end up not cutting my hair. But regardless, anyways, I've been toying with the idea. If you guys can see what the hair that I have on, this is actually straw coils, and I've been toying with the idea of doing jerry coils. So I did this hairstyle sort of like to test run and to see what jerry coils would look like on me. And I know it's going to look good on me because my mom used to rock jerry coils when she was much younger, about my age, and it used to look really good on her, and I'm a splitting image of my mom, so I'm even sure that it's going to look good. So guys, like, speaking of everything that I'm preparing for, that is going on right now, and like, my thoughts have been all over the place thinking about mental health and all that, and I'm grateful to God that I am actually in a much better place than I was, say, maybe a month ago. You know, I'm actually coming to terms with the reality of everything that's happening to me and learning to leave everything to God. Like, life is going to happen. There is nothing you can do. You have very little control over what is going to happen, you know, so you just need to trust God and to take everything as they come. Accept the things that you cannot change. This highlighter is from Blossom Cosmetics. This is their Osha Pro. I don't know if that's what it's called, but Osha Pra is kind of like a Yoruba word. I don't know if it's a word or a slang, but it's for like something that is like this. It's shining, like it's blinking. It can blind the eyes. So we're gonna blind the haters with this melanin golden beauty right here. Like, I'm already feeling this look. They're already gassing me. They're telling me that I'm looking very chocolatey and yummy, and I hope you guys agree. So let me just glow up my face right now. I'm going to be doing lining my eyes with this blue Polar Beauty eyeliner pencil. This is like my favorite colored eyeliner pencil. Woo! Girl! It's time to do my lips. I want to do a nude lip, brown and a very yellowy shade of nude. So I'm using the Zikel Cosmetics lip stain. There's no shade name on this one. Guys, I'm going to be using this lipstick. This one is from Beyond Beauty. This is the shade 18. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. Talking about mental health, one of those days I was feeling really down. One of my contacts on WhatsApp, I won't say she's my friend per se, she's also a fellow YouTuber, so we talk from time to time. I don't know how, whether it was telepathy or something, like, I don't know, maybe she just felt it. She just chatted me up and she was like, Dumebi, how are you? How is your mental health? And there was another person again that checked up on me and like, I just want to know how you're doing. Are you fine? And I was really touched because a lot of people don't really, know to ask people this question, like, how is your mental health? Are you okay? Are you doing fine? Because you just assume that someone is doing fine because, you see them online, they're posting pictures, they're doing stuff, so you assume that everything is okay with them. And the funny thing is, even though I was feeling a certain way that period, what was my response? My response was like, I'm fine, darling, thanks for asking. And it's not like because I don't want to talk, it's just like there's just so much, it's overwhelming, you don't even know where to begin. And sometimes it's not every time you want to talk about stuff that's going on with you. Do you understand? So it was like a default answer. I'm fine, darling, thanks for asking. But so you guys, if you have people in your life that you know may be going through stuff, it really helps for you to check up on them once in a while. You know, for me that lost a parent, some people just called me that once, while others keep calling me like weekly or once in every 2 weeks and stuff, and it goes a long way. So it's always good to try to be there for friends, you know, when they need you the most. They may not come out to tell you that they are struggling, but believe me that they may be struggling, and the 1 or 2 times that you do check up on them really goes a long way. So that's just what I'm going to say. So in order to like improve my mental health and stuff, there are some things that I've been doing. Listen to a lot of happy music. My new favorite is Doja Cat. You wanna say so, didn't even notice what punches that you try. I love Doja Cat. Then I love Megan Trainor too. I love like a lot of girly music. I have them on my phone. Then I've been listening to GRWM a lot by Igbo featuring Flavor, and I just wake up in the morning, plug my earphones in, and I dance to the song, and I just, you know, just let everything go. Then I pray. If I want to cry when I'm praying, I do that. I try to read stuff that can also empower me, like books on, you know, self-development. Try to watch YouTube videos too. Try to make new friends. I joined like 2 new groups and, you know, met new people, made friends. And not just random groups, like groups that are actually that I know I can meet people with like minds, you know, that talk about self-development, drawing closer to God and stuff like that. So it's really been helping. So guys, I'm just happy that everything seems to be coming together finally. And talking about coming together, I should be putting this look because everything has come together. So let me spray my face. So to round up this video, I just want to say mental health is very important. Another thing I forgot to mention about, you know, what I did to help improve my mental health was I started watching some Nigerian Christian movies. A friend of mine recommended the movie From Mount Zion. So guys, I think generally you just have to find things that can help you find your peace, protect your peace at all costs, and try to be happy no matter what's going on. Learn to accept things the way it comes, and learn not to expect too much from life, because if you expect too much, you're definitely going to be disappointed. So try your best to be happy, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you liked the look, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time. Also give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.